Oh, hey, it's Sabrina. So I am in a hotel right now. I needed to pre-film a couple of videos before the weekend. So right now I'm in Kansas City and I had a little bit of time, so I'm going to be sharing with you a book tag. So let's just go ahead and get started. All right, so this is the Halloween book tag. I will link the original creator down below in the description if you want to see the original. I think it came out last year. So without further ado, let's just get started. Question number 1 is carving pumpkins. What book would you carve up and light on fire? I don't really have a book that I necessarily hate that much, but I'll just kind of tell you a book that I didn't love, and that's Landline by Rainbow Rowell. I feel like I'm the only person who did not like this book. I felt like everybody loved it. They thought it was the best thing ever. And maybe it's just that I don't love contemporary. I do like contemporary, but Landline just wasn't that good to me. I feel like the ending was kind of stupid, and I didn't like how it wrapped up, and I just didn't love Landline. Now, I've loved other books by Rainbow Rowell, but just not Landline. Question number 2, trick or treat. Which character is a trick and which character is a treat? And I decided to go for Samwise Gamgee as the treat and Gollum as the trick. I just feel like everyone universally loves Samwise Gamgee for the most part, and everybody hates Gollum or Smeagol. I mean, not necessarily, but in the book he's definitely a trickster, especially in Hobbit. So I just felt like these two kind of fit really well for this question, and I love Lord of the Rings. Question number 3, candy corn. Which book is always sweet? And the book that I'm going to tell you isn't necessarily one that is a contemporary or a cute love story, but it's just a book that like brings warm fuzzies to my heart, and that's Ready Player One by Ernest Cline. There is kind of sort of a love story in this book, which I felt like it was pertinent to this question, but just the overall book I just loved so much, and every time I read it I just get happy and excited, and it's such a good book, and I recommend it to everybody. Question number 4 is ghosts. Which character would you love to visit you as a ghost? And a reoccurring theme here, I'm gonna have to go with Gandalf. I didn't really take too much time to think about this. He was like the first one that popped into my head. Since Lord of the Rings is like my favorite fantasy series of all time, I just feel like Gandalf would be kind of like Jesus visiting me. I mean, hopefully that's not sacrilegious, but I just feel like I would get a lot of wisdom, and I would just love having him visit me as a ghost. I think that would be so fantastic. Now, there are a lot of other book characters that I would thoroughly love to visit me as a ghost if that were a thing, but I feel like Gandalf would be the one that'd be most beneficial to me at this point in my life. Question number 5 is dressing up in a costume. Which character would you like to dress up for as a day? And I went ahead and went with Tessa from the Infernal Devices. The Infernal Devices is my favorite like young adult steampunk fantasy trilogy. I love the Mortal Instruments and Infernal Devices world, and I just love Tessa because she gets to be in love with 2 different guys, which, spoilers, if you haven't read it, I would like mute this part of the video, but Tessa gets to be with Will and Jem in the end, and I love Jem, but I like Will, so I just feel like she gets the best of both worlds. Now, don't get me wrong, Tessa's life in the book isn't necessarily super peachy keen, but I would just love to be Tessa because she's beautiful and she gets to be with 2 great guys and she's powerful. So yeah, Tessa. Question number 6, witches and wizards. Name your favorite Harry Potter moment. And this one was hard for me because I've seen all the movies. I've only read books 1 through 5, and so I feel like a lot of the fantastic moments, or even the moment I'm going to tell you about, isn't even a moment that I've read about yet. And that is when Snape dies and kind of explains the whole story to Harry about why he is the way he is. Well, I mean, Harry knows why he is the way he is, but kind of just like how he never really hated him and he loved his mother, and like that moment in the movie made me cry so hard, like no other moment has ever done that in the Harry Potter series. So I have a feeling when I come to that part in the book, I'm just gonna like just stream, like I'm gonna cry for days. But yeah, that's definitely one of my favorite moments in Harry Potter. This is the final question. Question number 7 is blood and gore I don't know if that's right. Blood and Gore, which book was so creepy and scary that you had to like take a step back from it for a while, like take a break. And the book that I chose for this was Dark Places by Gillian Flynn. Pretty much anything by Gillian Flynn is very, very dark and creepy. Dark Places in particular was kind of hard for me to stomach because it talks about like the massacre of a family, and there's a lot of mental health issues in this, and so it's definitely a trigger book if you struggle with any sort of mental health issues. But Dark Places, even Sharp Objects, they're just so dark but so good. Like Gillian Flynn is such a great author, but that is definitely one of the books that I had to like take a break from and just like think about because it was hard for me. But that is it for the Halloween book tag. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I hope to talk to you very, very soon, and if you aren't subscribed, please do. I'd really appreciate it. I'll talk to you very soon, and of course, thanks for watching.